everyone, welcome back to some more Endless Space. Something that I neglected in the last episode were our laws, because they were made obsolete due to the new political parties. The industry party is no longer really a thing. And I was looking through here, and really the only law I really want right now is going to be the Fair Trade Bill, which gives us a bonus to dust on all of our systems, if I'm reading this right, per trading company. And now that we actually have a trading company, that's going to be a 20% overall to our dust production empire-wide. Again, I'm assuming this is applied to all systems. And when we get even more trading companies and this becomes a bigger thing, as long as the pacifists remain in some sort of power, then this is going to be okay. So we're going to vote on that one with all of the influence that we have. But, like, I want research, and a lot of these research things are negating research. Or probes, which I don't care for right now. We don't really have peace. We don't have alliances. ×2 bonus or penalties related to approval. Oh, actually. Our approvals should outweigh the negatives. And this is going to... Oh, man. We could throw everybody into ecstatic. Hold on. I'm assuming we can. But we're still doing this. But this also does unlock diplomacy with empire, so this is still a solid tech to have. But we may not have to build these anymore. Thinking. I think we're going to vote for that law, because I think it should throw all of our people into a really solid position. So I guess then we grab this? No, we'll grab the government types, because I want to see what those are like. And what kind of changes those will make. Alright, sure, let's go for it. Senate. The double bliss bill. Vote. It passed, of course, because I think it automatically passes anyway. And now... Yep. Wait. I don't think this has actually taken effect yet. Because if it doubles the bonuses for approval, then that should also double the optimistic 2, which is our people's trait, to 40, right? Maybe it takes a turn to activate? Maybe? I don't know. Let's end the turn. Oh man, that influence. We may not have that much time to really wait. Maybe not. Oh, they're attacking my caravel. Try to retreat. You're probably gonna die. Maybe I guess that means it died, right? Okay. We'll buy that out. We need to start attacking, I think, pretty soon. What is this? Alright. We will send this little fleet there to attack it. We will not watch. Do short range fights. Decisive victory. Very good. Done. Alright, these 3 brigs we're going to move. I'm not sure, actually. I guess into the Pisces system. It's going to take 3 turns. We need to leave some ships back here. Wait, what? That's infinite? Can you only have one trade subsidiary per trade HQ? That's the only reason why this would not be completing. Right? Add a trade subsidiary on the star system requires a trade company headquarters in another star system. But I mean, we have one. Now, I know we can only have one trade company HQ right now, but I didn't realize we could only have one Then why would it have multiple trade? No, I guess that's true, because it's one of one trading subsidiary right here. I guess we can only have one. But this is a whole new trading company HQ, right? Oh, well, alright, that's okay. Can we start buying resources at this point? I guess not. Okay. Well, we're going to have to start making some really just kind of base ships. Let's go to the military screen. Let's, oops. Let's just edit this little component out. It's support or defense, right? We'll give you some shield. Apply design. Alright. I'm not going to update the other brigs, though. I'm going to leave them the way they are. But now that Janice is going to pump out some brigs. Oh my gosh, she can pump them out really quickly. It's just great. Okay. We're going to send... I don't expect much resistance in the Pisces system, so I think I may actually leave my hero here. Sure. And then I think we're going to be attacking them. Let's actually just declare war. Hi. I'm going to declare war on you right now. How are you going to like this? Can you generate a bar down here? I don't think they care. I don't think they're taking us seriously. I'm going to make you an offer. We're going to science the crap out of you. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. This fleet is severely weakened. Can we attack? Let's do it. All of these brigs, I believe, are short range. Yeah. So let's go for it. Do we watch it? Yeah, sure. The battles, I don't know. They're cool. I don't know if they're that interesting to watch. But we'll watch it. Let's skip to the action. Man, more than halfway through the battle. Are we firing back yet? How are we doing? I think we're doing pretty good. Nice. Alright, we did take a little damage, but we destroyed their entire fleet, so now we're done. We're now blockading a Pisces system. So now we're just going to invade them, I guess. Invade. I wonder if we should wait, though. Because we'll get more manpower if we wait for the second fleet to come in. I may just do that. I think that sounds better. Brig in the Phaeton system. Janus is done with its research thing, which is pretty cool. You're about to be done with your research thing. This is just a scout ship. Alright, so that's not a huge deal. Although I guess the scout ship can still theoretically blockade a system. That could be annoying. In fact, I may just send some of these caravels. When they get here, I may send one to just blockade the easel system. I'm gonna send a brig over here. If they have a fleet, then they do. If they don't, then we can blockade with just one. Oh, they have 2 ships in the hangar. But these are scout. No, these are the attackers. Alright, well, they will need some kind of backup then. We'll send a second brig. We're going to have a Volk 2 next turn, so I think I can afford to send one of our big ships to make sure that we crush their hangar, and then, well, but at the same time, we need to hold off the fleets from over here. We'll send our Volk 2, because we're about to get a replacement one. And then we just gotta merge them all together. Alright, end turn. Alright, we want to create a new fleet here. Quest started. 10-10 with Spice. So does the demand for goods from Genez, the Lemurian home planet. Process 2 new flooded-type planets to improve the supply chain. What? Colonize additional flooded-type planets before they come under the control of the Lumeris families and their entrepreneurs. Flooded types. Have I even seen flooded types? I don't know. Oh yeah, so the bonus to approvals. Optimistic. Did I read this wrong? ×2 bonus or penalties related to approval on systems. One of our traits, Optimistic 2, gives a +20. Is this not a bonus? Or is this just a bonus from buildings? But buildings wouldn't really give you a penalty. And there's no mentioning of like plus or minus from law. I'm not getting this. Because like even the -5 from planet should be -10. Because that's a penalty. Bonus or penalties related to approval and systems. Man. That... Interesting. Oh, hey, we can change this. Would we want to? Maybe. Not right now, though. Alright, well, let's give you infinite supermarkets, then. And increase your approval rating. So go to the system screen. Alright, so that was the Phaeton system. That's going to bring them up to 73%, which is not going to be high enough. The Zosman system. We already have infinite supermarkets. The problem is overpopulation, really. Okay. Well, let's add... because this is going to make a difference. We have 2 population types in this system. That should bring us up to 80%, which then will make this worth it. For the Phaeton system, I think we only have 1 type of population. Oh, no, we actually have 3. Right, because we got that Sophon randomly. And then also Hiroshima. So... this building's really good here. That's plus 15 approval rating. So with that, that's going to be, what, 35 approval rating here? That's going to knock them up into the, at least, probably ecstatic. And we're probably going to have to buy a lot of these out. In fact, let's just buy this out. We have other systems that are pumping out military ships at a very fast rate just through construction, so I don't really need to buy ships right now. Alright, what else do we have here? Level up. What do we got in the second tier? Plus 5 on systems. Okay. You are on the... what system are you on? You're on one of the ones that are already ecstatic. We don't need this unless we change it to another system, but I don't think I really want to do that. Plus 50 manpower on system. That's a fleet. Fleet. Plus 1 influence per person on planets. And defending troop health. This may be good. Plus 15% influence on system. On Senate, if political leader. So this gives his whole political party, because he is the political leader of the pacifists. I'm assuming this gives them a 15% boost in their influence, right? Which is kind of good, because I'm using the pacifist law, so I kind of want them to stay in power. Huh. Okay, well, before I do that, let's take a look at the Senate. The pacifists are at 37% right now. He is the political leader. There you are. Now, ideally, what makes more sense for the system would be to grab this and then grab this, because this is just a flat bonus, whereas this gives us hard, influence. But I'm just curious to see if the influence here is going to affect his political strength in the Senate. I'm assuming, if I'm reading this right, it should have gone up by 15%. It did not. Maybe it has to wait for an election. Is that when it kicks in? Am I just totally wrong about that? Huh. Alright, pump out some brigs, I guess. Plus 0.3 from financial warfare. Nothing saying about his approval. On system, if assigned, 15% influence. Oh no, that's what this thing's called. Financial warfare. Okay. On Senate, if political leader though, but I didn't see a change. But again, maybe it only happens at the next election. It does show this right here. Financial warfare is in his little thing. I'm sure it has some kind of impact. Let's unpin this. Alright, move ships. We want to merge all of you. Okay. Now, I don't believe we can attack the hangar. Yeah, we cannot. But we are blockading, so to get us out of there, they will have to attack us. So that's fine. Alright, so now here... if I do a invasion, it's going to pull from both fleets. I'm not sure. Let's do it. Ground invasion. 68 infantry versus 47. What can we do? Plus 25% health on troops. Minus 1 round per turn. Blitz, minus 50 health on troops, but we would get more rounds to destroy them in like one turn of the game. I don't think we want to do that. 20 minimum damage on defenders during ground battle, 40 max damage. Improvement destruction and population death. I'm not looking for that. We can take our time. Well, actually, maybe we can't. The influence that's crushing in on this system is kind of strong. This looks like we're going to get the most damage out of this one. That's a cool looking picture, though. Anyway, let's just fight. All right. We'll watch it, even though this fight is kind of weird. Holy crap, I dropped my combat almost. Ow. This is just going to walk them out. Don't get in the way of the Mary and the money. This is the Maris. Alright. We lost some infantry, but we'll get those back in time. Done. And now this is ours, right? Well, that was easy. There's no system, or like no modifier to approval for conquering a planet? The population is just okay with this? Huh. Well, okay. Specialization. We have exosign stations. That's cool. Keep it. You're not exactly happy. You have 2 population types. So this will give you a plus 10%, which will knock you up to 74%, which I think maybe just be under what we need. This is your home system, so we could do a tax. How much dust are we getting out of here? 178. We'll pop that. I guess we'll pop that. And queue that up, even though right now we wouldn't have enough, but I'm sure we can find some way to give you additional approval rating at some point. Alright, so the Pisces system is ours. Right? It's still showing that this is their influence, though. Maybe that will change next turn. Probably. Alright, so I don't think there's going to be much resistance here. We will send this fleet up here. And we're going to send... I wonder if we can just attack. Well, the manpower is down 50. We'll wait. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, there you are. Okay. I'm going to wait here and see what happens next turn with all of this. Unlocks diplomacy. Okay. So, now we can talk to the other Lumis faction. What do we have? Peace. Now we can do peace. They are pacifist. I imagine they would accept this. If we do this, there is that law that gives us approval per peace with Empire, and so we can trade out a different law with that one, and then that will give us an approval boost, which will then further our science in the non-happy areas. They are currently super ecstatic at a free peace offer from us, which means they have access to the next tier stuff, Adamantium. God, you have a lot of stuff. Look at all the stuff they have. Plus 50% research on system. They have 76 of these? And that is barely... They barely will not accept this if we take 76 of these. And I don't even want that much. Alright, hold on. Let's do... Well, actually, I don't know how many we need to enable it to actually affect the system. Let's try 40. Really? So it seems like the amount doesn't matter, just the fact that we're asking for this at all is... Okay. Now they're like less... Okay. What about... I don't even need dust. Titanium? Okay. And again, it doesn't seem to matter how much we ask for, which I think is very, very weird. Is there a button I can just hit that they'll be like, what will you give me for this? Okay. Well, we'll just do peace. Fine. And I think it's going to take them a... Oh! Alright, cool. They accepted. Now we're at peace with their race. Cool. Now if you go into the Senate... Because this thing doesn't seem to be like doing anything for me. We can abolish it in 8 turns for free. But anyway. Here we go. So, plus 10 approval on peace on systems. And that may give us the boost we need. So in 8 turns, we may just abolish this. And actually, we can abolish this right now. Nah, we'll wait. That's just going to be a waste of points at this time. What else happened? Making a break in the forest, infinite supermarkets, and Phaeton. Cool. End turn. I'm hoping that this influence is gone. Because we took out your home. It is still there? There's nothing exuding influence here anymore. I mean, there's the easel system, but clearly this giant orb of influence is from the Pisces. What? Wait. Whoa. These are all the attackers. So they just snuck out of the here system. Let's try a invasion. What's gonna be like? Never mind. Can we not do that? Can I not cancel that? I can't? I'm the one initiating. Why wouldn't I be allowed to cancel? Oh, man. Okay. Can I just add more manpower to it then? I cannot do an evasion because it's already in progress. Well, okay, in that case, let's give some more health on our troops and make sure this lasts not as long. Hey, we got a major victory because of that. Continue. Cool. Alright, well, I guess we just have to wait and invade later. We do not want to invade this one. I think I'm just going to chase this fleet. We're going to keep the brig in there. We're going to make another brig soon. That's going to be okay. And we want you out here and merge with our hero. This is really weird how they still have all this influence. Alright, you're going to head up here. Because I think we're going to use this fleet to blockade the here system again. Okay, so we're continuing this. We will do infiltration again. It worked out great last time. There we go. Decisive victory. We lost only one person. Done. So now we have taken the easel system. We are going to initiate combat against these. Short range. We're not going to watch. We're just going to fight. Guard. Draw. Okay, that's okay. We have a second fleet here that can finish the job. Short range, fight. Decisive victory, done. We already took the system. Okay. What is here? We have a colonial exchange. We have 3 different races. They are currently content at 51%. This will give us a plus 15. They are also dry. One of our races is bonus versus dry. Oh, look at one of our people here. I think it's the those like mech people. Well, the people with like the face masks. I think they have a bonus on dry planets. But again, I don't think we can send people between systems. And I've been bulk recording this, so if someone told me, like in episode 1, this is how you transfer people from systems, well, I don't do it because I recorded a ton of these episodes ahead of time. Anyway, alright, so let's pump out. That's only going to be plus 3. That's an anomaly, not a luxury resource. We can get plus 5 industry, production, or whatever. This would give us plus 2 per person because this is an anomaly. That's at least something. So we'll build that. We'll build the colonial rights. And then we'll come back. We shall come back to you. You're going to turn right round. These 2 brigs are going to get out, explore the world, and head that way. There you go. Okay. Let's assign you something. Your system is already pretty ecstatic. Plus 5% science. And then influence. Or we just go with dust. How much science is the Janus system? You have 256. So that would be a pretty significant boost. Wait a minute. Huh. Okay, that's odd. I was thinking that the happiness only affected food and influence because that's what it shows down there. But no, I guess it does affect everything. I actually just finally read through these lists and saw that we are getting plus from being happy. Oh shit. Well, why doesn't it say that right here? Effects. 50% bonus to penalties related to approval on approval. Is that because of our government type then? No, because that's influence, not... Well, yeah. Is that why? I don't know. I've been playing this game like all day. My brain is starting to feel fuzzy. I think I may have to take a break. But I just want to keep going. What are we doing? We're moving these fleets up to Phaeton. It's still very weird to me how there is still a green influence here. That's so strange. Let's move the rest of the fleets. And I think we will, or I will, take a break right here. So thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you all next time. Have a good day.